Hey guys, this is Snake75, and I haven't made a video specifically for YouTube in quite a while, but I haven't been streaming as much lately, and I figured I would try recording a video for a change of pace, change of scenery, whatever you want to call it. For those of you that have watched my stream on Twitch, I've streamed a good chunk of RimWorld, so I'm pretty familiar with it. I'm not like an expert, but by no means, I guess I would say I'm like an average player. But anyway, if you're completely new to the channel or, anything and you've never seen RimWorld before, just some good things to know. You can pretty much see on the screen, we've got Ludian Studios, that's the developer. As you can see here, it's made by, I don't even want to say his name because I don't want to screw it up, but I'm going to say it anyway. Haining? I'm going to guess it's one of those, and then Sylvester. I'm so sorry, because I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but yeah. RimWorld is pretty much, whenever I've talked about it, I've compared it to Sims and Minecraft, which is a little more modern. People who have been around games for a long time or know at least some more way back older would know it very similar to Dwarf Fortress, which is a pretty old game. Still being worked on to this day, because it's a good game, but yeah. RimWorld's also, it's on Steam, it's on early access. I think it runs $30. Definitely the sort of game I would recommend on a sale, but let's hop right into it. Let's not dilly-dally too much. I don't want to make the video too long. All right, we're gonna make a new game. I do have a bunch of games. Oh no, apparently I only have one. I guess. It's weird. I could swear I had other ones, but I don't know. The way I usually play is I do the first scenario. I don't play with any mods or anything crazy. There are 3 different ways you can play. This one's pretty much it. It's a very average kind of the way, as they put it, the classic experience for RimWorld, which is 3 people crash land. They've got some stuff to start out, and then you kind of just start out making your colony. I'm talking a lot, so if I take a second to breathe, Let's see. We'll probably, I go back and forth on it. Sometimes I go with Cassandra. These are each of the, as I say, storytellers. They each have a different way of they control your whole experience, shall I say. Cassandra Classic, hence classic at the end, means, it pretty much, if you read it on the screen, it says it. You start out it kind of follows like a basic story where it starts out kind of easy, gets harder. So it's kind of balanced. Chillax, I don't remember. I've never played Phoebe. What is it? Lots of time between disasters to relax and build your colony, but beware at high difficulty, she'll hit as hard as anyone. So if you play on a harder difficulty, she will beat the shit out of you, probably. Yeah. Okay, and then Randy Random, hence the name Random, is just like, we're just gonna do anything, which is what I usually do, because I know people on Twitch kind of get a kick out of seeing Randy Random, because it's like, anything can happen, which I think is neat. I also kind of like his character design. I mean, he's like a robot. He's got some crazy hair going on. He's got red here, brown there. He's wearing a scarf. He's a cyborg here again. He's got a frown in his coat. He's got a smiley face on his head. Like, what's going on with this guy? He's like right out of theater. We will probably go, we're going to do permadeath mode because it's what we usually do. I will do rough because that's what I was kind of taught to start the game with. I could probably do harder, but I like kind of not completely screwing myself over. We'll do Randy Random. Who knows, this could be like, it won't go like too fast because I don't play like completely stupidly. So, I pause the game and stuff is more so what I mean. So I'll like pause to say, all right, let's make sure, I build or set something up right. All right. I've only played maybe like once or twice colony-wise with this patch. I forget what patch it is. It's probably not the most recent one, I'm sure, by this point, but the one that added to the new world. If you haven't seen it before, it's kind of neat. We can see a lot of raider camps and factions. I don't believe it really matters where we start necessarily. I mean, how do I select? Do I just click or? Yeah, because it says select. All right, yeah, you can see when we zoom in where we're clicking, I guess. Because I want to see the settings. I'm looking for, I like the forest usually. I haven't really done tundra or like ice sheet. I don't even know if you can do ocean. I've only really done plains, like, forest and like plains plains a thing? Maybe I've just done different forests and I don't even know what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, I think I've done shrubland, that's what I mean to say. Because it's not desert, but it's not, like, far from. So, we'll stick with forest. I just gotta find a growing period that is all year. Give me my growing period. Yeah, year round. See, oh, it's in the shrublands. The tropical rainforest we can get away with, though. Also, if we zoom in a bit, we can get kind of some mountains going. If we get some mountains, we have some nice areas to defend and whatnot. What are you? Legua. Oh, it is an actual place. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, is this a special or what are you? I want you. But I have like no idea what I'm looking at. Planet Mizar IX. Snake Pit. Coverage 30. Which is 30% of the planet, I'm assuming. Because the thing is, you can make other colonies as you play. There are different ways to do it where you kind of send caravans out. It's kind of neat. I think this will work though. We got how much ore can we get? Not ore, but stone type: sandstone, limestone, granite. I don't really care that much. I kind of like having, I mean, 4 different types is kind of neat. Year round, whatever. Small hills, which means there might be some mountains. It says disease is a constant threat here, which is probably more so malaria. Has aggressive wildlife. Understandable, usually like panthers and shit like that. We're gonna go into it. Alright, this is a tough part. Usually creating characters. I really like to kind of get it balanced out a little bit for me, so I'm not completely screwed off the bat. So we're gonna try. Well, I think what I usually do, because it's been a while since I played, I like a doctor, a cook, and a farmer. Having others, like, those are my more important roles. But obviously, you know, there are other things. Like, you want someone who's not you don't want pacifists, because they can't fight. Like, this person has an alcohol addiction, so their health is going to be affected the whole time we're playing, because they're, you know, they have an alcohol addiction. Really good doctor, has a bite scar, whatever. Too smart. That means they're probably ego. They've got an ego. They want prosthetics, so they'll never be happy. They're a pyromaniac. Just randomly start fires. That's awesome. They can't use a gun. They can't fight. So this person can't fight. Yeah, they can't be violent. That sucks. They're good social, so they're good for... Oh, God damn it, I hate this person. Why? This person has 0 in melee and shooting. Not a bad thing. It means we can train it. But they're a really good doctor. They can learn construction. They can learn mining fast. Okay. You're a winner. What do we need? Now we need a cook. Chef. I usually just random until I find something where I'm like, oh, that looks god. Because I don't remember the specific number that you need, so your characters, like your people, don't get sick from what they cook. But yeah, I probably should have stuck with. Oh no, no! I'm passing a couple good ones. I'm looking for like a 5er at least. Now, I could get something really good for something else because I'm not paying attention. Oh, I like you. And your shooting is 10. Chemical interest, jealousy. So they have some good and bad things. And then we just want a farmer, which is 8. Ooh, can't fight though. Oh, that last one we got was terrible. They're good. Oh, what? 14. 14. 14. All right. I dig it. I'll dig it. We have one good fighter. All right, we're gonna start the game now, guys. This is what we do now. We're 8 minutes in, 9 minutes in, and now we're gonna play the game. Is that what you do, video games? The 3 of you awake in your crypto sleep, sarcophagy, which, I don't know, people have told me I'm probably saying it wrong. To the sound of sirens and ripping metal, you barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Surviving? We can kind of scope out our land. What? That's a crazy start. Look at this. I've never, like, landed in between mountains. It's like the game wants me to live here. This is where you live now. You are mountain people. Yes. RimWorld's such a hard game for me to, like, record, because there's, like, I'm gonna spend so much time doing stuff when, like, you get so into it. It's such an easy game to lose track of time, and it really is. What I just did was I made it so they'll pick up this stuff and they won't just say, oh, hey, I can't pick up that. My master says no. We have to figure out who... Pretty much once you start the game, there are a lot of things you'll want to do to kind of just get, you know, get everything rolling. All right, so Powers is a good shot. We're going to give them the rifle. You are 0. You are 1. We're going to give you a pistol. And then you're going to get the knife, which we'll probably never have you use, but hey, at least they have it. We've got Swampy, a nice little fox. Fox there. All right, we're going to need... we can't just build in here because we need farmland. That's a thing. We won't be able to farm whatever we mine out, but we can go with the idea of kind of farming this out. It could be neat. Depends. We might also find resources in there. I'm almost considering like building around here because this is cool too. We also have a geyser over there. Where's the next closest geyser? They're not anywhere close. Ah! That sucks. If we end up building it here, we could have it so there's like a pathway that goes through here and then set up a geyser path here. Oh, I like the idea of 2 entrances here because then we could have farmland here, whatever, you know. Like that sounds nice. The bottom portion of the map is very open, which allows a lot of room for building. And oh, we've got stuff down here, so this actually does make sense. A lot of capybaras, which are a real animal if you didn't know that. They're freaking huge guinea pigs. They're awesome. We got some wood up there. Yeah, we'll mine through here real quick. Let's do that. It's like the sound it makes. It's just like a... we need to set people up right. I got my farmer set up. All right, you're my... Oh wait, are you my cook or my doctor? I didn't even realize there were 7. They could be a good doctor too. All right, Olaf. Olaf is our doctor. Olaf. Oh, come on. I don't know what Olaf's first name is. God damn it. Olaf, what's your first name? I guess, or last name, Seti? Olaf Seti Carter. Carter. All right, you're the doctor, even though your name says patient. You're a doctor. Doctor. This person was good at what? We got grower, we got farmer, we got doctor, and then we need cook. Okay, 2. All right, that's fine. Right now, we don't have a situation or anything set up in place for them to do that. Whatever, we'll figure it out. It's a process. All right, we just kind of gave them a job. Hopefully, they actually do it. They need beds. Of course, they need beds. All right, you're gonna start mining. I like you. Can't mine. You hate me. I like to give everyone kind of the priority to do everything sometimes, just so they'll be like, even though I'm not good at this, I can do it, which personally I think is a good thing to have. If you ever just want to say, hey, bitch, go do this. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm having them work together. I don't think you can have more than one person work in the same block. Oh, that might take a while. We're going to have them work on that. Oh, my mouse. I need a new mouse. Because we need to build them. We need to just make some basic stuff for them. We can make some beds real quick. It's been a while since I played this, like I said earlier, so it'll take me a second. All right, these are beds. They've got beds now. They will use these. Cool, whatever. They're not actual beds, but they'll function as beds. Oh, god damn it. Are they really that bad at mining? All right, they'll help. I'm like, so normally I would pause the hell out of the game and then start doing things, but I want to, what is going on? Why are they running around like that? Cleaning rock, rubble, whatever. Oh, they're vomiting? Why are you? Oh, because they're sick from landing. I forgot that that's a thing. But normally I would pause the heck out of the game and then build stuff and kind of get it to look the way I want it to. Because, I don't know, that's how I normally play. I don't really remember a whole lot what my setup is like. It's going to take me a second to kind of think about it. Normally we want a hallway that goes around everything. So why can't we put it in there? Oh! Why is that swamp? Or marsh? That means I can't set up a hallway there. Or at least a good one. Alright, we're gonna try it. We're gonna do that. And then I guess we'll do that. So it's not a great one. And then, you know, door, whatever. We'll need doors that go out as well. So the way we're probably gonna do this is we'll have bedrooms around here-ish. I'm pretty sure I'm limiting myself. Oh, god damn it. What is this area for? Because if I have a kitchen, I need to be able to have AC that shoots outward. But I also, because then, oh, this is rough. It's hard to visualize everything. It takes time. That's why it's good to kind of think it through. Like you can kind of see what I'm doing now. Not really. It's a lie. You have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so this is the hallway. All right, this is gonna be a bedroom when we figure it out. You're gonna get canceled. You need to be chopped though. We need all of this to be chopped. I'm gonna give you guys a heads up as well. I originally was gonna make this like a 15-minute video, but it's already 15 minutes. I know I haven't really done much or talked about the game much. This is the sort of game I feel like where I'd have to do like a running, you know, bunch of stuff, like bunch of videos, like a let's play kind of thing. I'm just kind of feeling it out right now. I just wanted to make a video, and I know RimWorld's a game I enjoy personally, so I was like, all right, let's do it. So here we are. Cancel that. I forget how much room I actually need. I think it's about right. I'm pretty sure they fixed it so you can't have like small rooms, but I don't really know, so I'm just kind of whatever in it. Fortunately, the scenario we chose, it gives us kind of the opportunity to just kind of learn the game as we go. Like, not learn, but they give you some food and resources to start out, so you're not completely screwed off the bat. So, like, if you take some time to do certain things, you know, you have that luxury. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this area. I don't know why I can't think it, like, what I'm trying to think. Alright, this is so we can start cooling this area. Theoretically, we can just do this, which is pretty easy. Other way around. I've screwed that up so many times before. This is a really small cooler. Like, I'm building very small right now, I want to say. Which is a small mistake. It happens. Now we're gonna... Are they all alright, they're all sleeping there at least. They're not really... It's not like room, so they're gonna be... One of the hardest things about this game is a lot of... Oh, wait, I need cooking. I need stove, too. One of the hardest things is dealing with your characters and, like, kind of their emotions, because they'll all have mood modifiers, because I've jokingly said moodifiers in the past, which is somewhat why I compare it kind of to The Sims, because, like, you know, you have to make sure you feed them and all sorts of stuff like that, like, you know, feed them, make sure they go to the bathroom. It's not that complex to that extent, as far as, like, you know, their hygiene, but it is more like I'll show you. Let's check out Olaf first. I think Olaf, right? So we're going to look at their needs. This shows they're hungry, so they're going to need food, which is a good point. I actually need to make a table. All right, that's what this area is going to be. Let me do that really quick before I forget. Short table. We'll build one. I don't know. That's actually not a good spot if we have that there. We're going to build a copy, build that there, get rid of that. Then we put some chairs, so they'll go to this. They'll be happier if they eat at a table. If they don't eat at a table, they won't be happy. Which is another moodifier, if we will. And you can see this is more so the Sims aspect, where like it's food, rest, joy, you know, some things that affect them, which affect their mood, which affects whether they, you know, break and start attacking people, starting fires, random things like shooting other people, you know. Urgently hungry. They're really hungry right now, but they won't wake up because they're on a specific schedule. Once they wake up and go eat food, they won't have this crazy mood, you know, negative modifier. But you can pretty much see this, and over time you can figure out ways to affect it more positively and more negatively. Not that you want to, you know, affect it negatively, but you know. Something we haven't done yet, we need to create a farm. I'm making a small mistake probably right now, but we gotta get it rolling. This is potatoes. This is going to be rice. Rice grows quickly, I believe. And then we'll make one for corn. Doesn't have to be big. We just need something. I like to kind of keep it a little evenly. One other farm we'll make as well in a second is a wheat farm. Wheat is actually one of the one of the better ways, in my opinion, to keep your people from going crazy. It gives them munchies, but they at least, you know, if someone, like, if their friend died or their pet died, they'll, like, it's a good way to pick them back up. You can also do heal root, which is a form of medicine. Smoke leaf, that's what I was looking for. Thing is, we're gonna have to pick up these things and haul them away, because they're in the way. We can cancel that. Not everything needs to be hauled, but a lot of it does. And I'm pretty sure they will haul it on their own, but if I tell them to, they'll be a little bit happier. Something I haven't done yet as well is create a stockpile spot for them to kind of store everything. So, I'd like to create a hallway kind of around here. Maybe a couple things to mine out. I hear animal noises occasionally. It makes me, like, jump a little. But now let's create 2 stockpiles. We're gonna create, this one's a normal stockpile. Let's see. This one's gonna be for food, so we're gonna, as you can see right now here on the left, we're kind of customizing it so it doesn't have random stuff in it. We want specifically food in it. So that kind of, it's very simple. It makes sense. Want to make sure it does actually allow animal corpses so they can be frozen and stay in there. Right now it doesn't have power anyway, so it won't work to begin with, but we'll make it so it does. So we should remember to kind of give that power. Something I'm not doing effectively right now, which I probably should be, but I don't care that much when I'm starting out, especially with this just sort of kind of, you know, just kind of having fun with it, screwing around, is prioritizing, like, doing specific things first. Oh, something I just thought about that I should change. I'm gonna probably get rid of this bed, which normally I wouldn't kind of get rid of stuff and, you know, mix and mingle. Technically, it doesn't even need to be that far back. It can be smaller, but I'm actually gonna get rid of this bed because, well, actually, I can be reinstalled there. That's a better idea. The reason I want to move it is because I'm gonna have this be a hallway so they can go straight through to the farm. So, little things. Obviously, we don't need 2 doors there, but it's whatever. When that gets mined out, the storage will be a little better. That's a stockpile 2 zone, apparently. We'll just get rid of that. This is for food. We really need to get some stuff going, though, because we're going to start to slow down a bit. We're going to get a torch in there. Torches do heat. Cargo pods just landed. This is a random event. Like I said, we're playing with Randy. All right, we got food. Some fox meat just came down. It's pretty far out, and we don't even have the power yet to deal with that. So we're not really gonna worry about it. Chances are it's gonna deteriorate, sadly. A good thing to do for food right off the bat, which I didn't even think to do, is you can do the harvest thing to look for bushes that have berries. Apparently none of these are grown, though. I lied, some of them are. But my god, like, none of them? There they are, they're all up top. Alright, we really need to get power. I keep, like, sidetracking myself. That's the thing, once you're starting the game, you can sidetrack yourself very easily. But there's so much content to this game, that's what it is. There's so much content. We're gonna do... Yeah, we're gonna do around here. Where's what I'm looking for? Roof. Alright, everything that's green is roofed in. So we're gonna do 2 solar panels. We're gonna do, I guess, I don't want to have it be connected to the base, but I think I'm gonna do it anyway. Because the thing is, the batteries can explode and go on fire, which can then put the whole base on fire. Obviously something we don't want, especially in that sort of area. I'm just still kind of remembering how to play the game. Which is silly to say. Which I also forgot I didn't create a dumping area, which is where they dump, like, you know, stone and whatnot. So we'll make a small area for it right there. Storage, once again, just for dumping. Get rid of, make sure they don't do animal corpses. Because then they'll start, you know, putting them here, putting them there. But now this is one of the things I love about RimWorld. There's so much that can happen over time. Like I said, you can get so easily lost in the game that you lose concept of time. It's just like, I don't know. I've been playing this for 24 minutes, almost 25 minutes, and like, it feels like I've been playing it for 5, you know? No joke, you get so caught up in it, which is awesome to me. I love that about this game. All right, we're gonna put the batteries right in front. I'm gonna start with 1 battery. We're creating a power power conduit rather, network here. You wanna make sure this is at least the conduits are roofed so you don't get an issue where, can't think. So you don't get an issue where, like, you know, rain makes it short circuit. So I just created a no roofing area, so they won't put roofing above the solar panels because that would obviously prevent it from getting, you know, solar rays. We're gonna build roofing here. We need roofing here. Problem is they need a wall there for it to work, because obviously you can't just build a roof in the middle of nowhere. Something I am doing though is creating a small little area for the batteries. We're gonna make it a little bit wider. You can also hear them all building away at work like crazy. I'm also using wood, by the way. I used to use steel mostly. Wood is good because you can, if you're in like a forest like I am, obviously there's a buttload of trees. It's a nice thing to have. Oh, what are they working on right now? I've been playing on second 2-speed, by the way. So, yeah, we really need that to be done. Alright, our farmer, we need to actually get working a little bit more. Because soon we're going to run out of food. If we haven't already. Thing is, like, while we have all this stuff over here, and they will eventually, like, this is food, they'll go grab that and take, you know, whatever. But at the top left, we can see our resources. As we can see, we only have 33 stone. That's horrible. Or not stone, steel. So, like, it's not including all these things because they're not in my stockpile, so it doesn't get, like, included, which is a neat thing to see. It's fine. It's just, you know, it's interesting. They're working on that. That's okay. Once we get the, you know, this all set up, we'll have some storage for the battery, which is nice. I think those will be connected. So we're just, you know, we're working away. Cargo pod again. We're getting a lot of cargo pods. Some berries, some elephants. I'd like to imagine the elephants didn't come down to the cargo pod, but hey, who knows, right? That is a lot of berries, actually, 172. Alright, food is officially considered low. This needs wood. I really want to make that door too, though. Alright, they're working on the power conduits. That's really good, really important. They're chopping the tree down. Digging at sandstone. We can work on that later. That's like, it's not really important. It's important, but it's not really important. So, that's just my 2 cents. So I'm gonna ask here, and I'll probably ask in a better way at another point, but because I think I might be making more videos and stuff, just because I think it'll work better for my current schedule. What do you guys think? Because I've seen it done different ways in the past. If I were to do more than one video of RimWorld, you know, maybe like, say it ended up being like 10 episodes or something crazy, would you want it to be like, you know, say like I just kept recording and I just kind of cut it up and then like, you know, it hits the 30-minute mark, you know, all right, it's cut, you know, now it's a new video. Should I like stop it and be like, oh, hey guys, this is me, blah, 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 new introduction, or just keep it going and then kind of the new video, maybe throw an introduction in front of it and then have it just kind of continue into what I was doing? I guess that's probably the best way to do it, really. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Because you don't want to just be like, I mean, it depends. Maybe one day I'm able to play for 15 minutes, one day I'm able to play for 30, one day I'm able to play for 3 hours, you know, and just make a bunch of videos out of it. Because that's what's weird to me. Like, if I was going to play a game, make like a 15-minute video, it's like, but I want to keep playing. Do I want to stop the video or not? You know? So it's like, whatever. It's raining. It's a forest. It rains a lot. Which means it could already start short circuit. God damn it. And while these guys are kind of doing their own thing in the same way of Sims or Dwarf Fortress, you do still have a little bit of control. If you want to say like, hey, do this for me now, then they will. Like you wake them up or whatever. This person's looking pretty good. We're gonna wake them up.